Hey family, welcome to Family Week on Iron, and this is the continuation of our Ultimate Marvel United Season 1 All-In campaign. We are back in the Spider-Verse, and we are still trying to defeat Bullseye on challenge mode. So he has defeated us twice now. I've swapped out some characters. So let's have a look who we've got defending us this time. So we have got Iron Fist. So of course, in challenge mode, we get rid of our double wild. So it goes off to the side, and joining Iron Fist went back on the Avengers timeline and unlocked Mockingbird. Now both of these folk have a high amount of heroic feats and a slightly lesser amount of attacks, so we'll see if that helps in giving us what we need to bring Bullseye down. We didn't even touch his health last game. He has of course got his 2 KO tokens. We'll just remind ourselves of his special rules. So when a hero is knocked out, instead of activating his BAM, that hero gets a knocked out token. We lose the game if there are an equal number of tokens allocated as there are players, hence we've got 2. We also lose the game in the event of overflow, and when he BAMs, it deals damage to heroes on both locations adjacent to Bullseye, not the one Bullseye is in. So we've got our missions set up and empty. We've got our threat cards ready to be shuffled, and we'll just remind ourselves of the locations. Obviously they've all been reallocated and shuffled around as well, but these are still the Spider-Verse locations, so that is what we will be using. So we've got the Midtown High School, so may gain a heroic feat token there. That is going to be a hiding place for Bullseye. So this location, he cannot take any damage if this threat is still in play. Moving on, we have a Queens. So this is our healing spot. At the end of the turn, 1 or 2 cards in your hand, you may draw a card. That is going to be one of Bullseye's diversions. So as long as this card is in game, then heroes cannot defeat Bullseye nor win the game by any means. So it's good to, in some ways, that is up at Queens, because that is definitely an area we want to be clearing that threat. Over at Brooklyn Bridge, we may add a civilian to any location, rescue a civilian here. And then it's another hiding place for Bullseye there. Moving across here, we've got the Daily Bugle, so reveal the top card of Master Plan deck and may place it on the bottom. This is Striking Unseen, so heroes take damage in this location and get an extra point of damage. And then Osborne Labs, we get an extra attack token at the end of the turn, and that's the other Striking Unseen. So the finally Oscorp Tower, where we can gain movement tokens, we have the final diversion. So they're fairly well placed around the board, so that's good. So we get a big look at the board we're playing with. So we need to determine where Bullseye is at. I was going to say is starting, and then I looked down and thought, where the heck is he? We're going to determine where Bullseye is. He's over here, just off the board, right? And he's starting location at number 3, so that's where he's going to be starting. So we come back up to the top, and we have 1, 2, and 3. Over Brooklyn Bridge is where he will begin, which means we will be 1, 2, 3 away from him. We'll be starting our journey at Oscorp Tower. Okay, so let's shuffle up his Master Plan deck, because of course in true fashion the villains go first. So let's have a look, see what he is doing. He's going to move 3 onto us, and BAM, not a bad thing, I'm sure you would agree. So he will move across to Oscorp Tower, and his BAM, of course, if you remember, attacks adjacent areas, not the area he's in, so we are safe being situated with Bullseye there, but he will then place out civilians. So we're going to grab 3 civilian tokens. And remember, in the event of overflow, we lose the game. This is something we definitely want to be controlling. So we have up at Osborne Tower a civilian. We've got a civilian over here at Osgood Tower, sorry, Labs was the other one, and then we're circling around to Midtown High School to place a civilian. Okay, that is it for the hero's turn. So he's played his, sorry, for the villain's turn, so he's played his action. So let's go left to right in typical fashion. We're going to be drawing up for Iron Fist first of all. I really enjoyed the Iron Fist show, so I'm looking forward to hopeful that we'll see Iron Fist back on the certainly the TV screen at least, if not the silver screen. Oh, I've lost cards just for that. Stupidly shuffled. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and the extra card this turn. Let's have a look whilst I shuffle up Mockingbird. Okay, so basic attack, chi augmentation, 2 of those, heroic feat and double attack. If it was the other way around, that would have been useful. Oh, we've got to move and attack. Okay, so I'll move these up here slightly. Let's see it a bit better. Okay. Without a move right now, the chi augmentation's kind of a bit wasted. If there was a move in there, split as you like in yours. Oh, yours and adjacent location. Now that is more interesting. Chi augmentation is definitely the way to go. Okay, so let's play that. It does mean we're only putting a single heroic feat, but that's fine. We can deal with that. So this is where we are over at location 6. So it means we can, I think we're going to place our first heroic feat out in the first instance. So we're going to start getting rid of this diversion because we can't defeat Bullseye if this diversion is in place. So we definitely need to get rid of that. And then we've got 2 attacks. And that can be split as I like in my and adjacent locations. I mean, both those locations are actually at risk. Let's have a sneak peek and see what Mockingbird is going to get on her turn. At least draw up to 3. So lots of movement, so that's great, and an attack, so that's great. So I'm just thinking about controlling the number of tokens, right? Because these 3 locations now have only got 1 space left in terms of risk of overflow. That's fine. So we'll use chi augmentation to clear the threat. Oh, there. Weird. The thug from Osgood Tower and the thug from Oswald Labs. Move those down. Okay, so we've got a bit of breathing space in both of those locations now. And we're going to switch across to Mockingbird. She'll draw her extra card. It's a wild. But I'm thinking of move and attack right now with that heroic feat. It's probably our better bet. But we've got plenty of heroic feats and attacks available to us at the moment. So we're going to do a move attack. So Mockingbird has got a move attack and a heroic feat. So let's have a look what she can do then. So now we could play the heroic feat there. I think that's worth doing. We could play the heroic feat here, and then she's going to move across and then attack the thug over at the Midtown High School. We're well on our way to clearing our first threat, and we've got the first row of thugs defeated. We are now back to Iron Fist. It's his single wild as well. He's got a move, an attack, and a wild. The attack is now wasted. He's not going to get 1, 2, 3. He's 3 away from the other thug that is out on the board. So this is the only other place where he can use that attack now. The attack, unfortunately, is a waste. Therefore, I'm thinking, is he better to use? Let's use the single wild in the first instance. And we can use that then to clear the heroic feat. The challenge, the threat. My vocabulary is scrambled. Okay, so first threat cleared. And then we've got a move and an attack. We're not going to use our attack, but we can use a move. I mean, Queens is where we want to be getting to. He could stay where he is. So what, I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm going to grab a movement token. I'm not going to move, but I'll grab a movement token for future. Okay, so we are back to Bullseye. Thought he might. He stays where he is, and he's going to do 2 points of damage to heroes in locations opposite the Bullseye. So there are no heroes opposite Bullseye. So we got away scot-free this turn. That's great. So we are back to Mockingbird. So we have drawn the Spy Master. The next master plan card played cannot add any civilians or thugs to your location. I mean, potentially useful at a point, but not necessarily right now. So we've got a wild in the storyline that she can use, and we've got a move and heroic feat. I think that is ideal because we want to be clearing this other diversion, the threat. So let's do a move and heroic feat, because then she can use that to come up here and put 2 heroic feats straight onto that diversion. So we're making good progress there during that one. So we are back to Iron Fist, who will draw heroic feat and attacks. We've got a move and a heroic feat. Useful. Got a move and a heroic feat. Move. I'm in hiding place of the other threats that are worth getting rid of. But we could do with filling up on civilians, I reckon, at this stage now. So let's do, and again, the attack is not much use at this stage. But he could do a double move and heroic feat. That would clear that diversion. That also means we've got our healing point. But the attack is wasted. Do I want to keep the attack is the question. Is a move and attack. I could do a single move and double heroic feat instead. Let's do that. So we'll do the so looking out the board, what we're going to do then, so we're going to do a move, a double heroic feat, and the attack. The attack is going to go to waste, but we're going to do a heroic feat here and rescue this civilian. And we're going to do a move out to the Midtown High School and rescue that civilian as well. And that's it. So we are back to Mockingbird. So she's got her other Spy Master. We've got the move and heroic feat. She has got a heroic feat on the timeline already. Do I need to move an heroic feat? I don't think I do. So let's go with the wild. We'll keep those just in case. We'll put the wild out. So we've got a wild, a heroic feat, and an attack. I'll tell you what, let's go with then, let's clear, with the heroic feat, we're going to clear the diversion. That is the other major one we definitely need to get rid of, so that's the second four threats gone. We'll use the wild to do a move, and then we'll do an attack and clear this thug off the bridge. Now that does separate us. If he moves 1, 2, he could damage both of us, but we'll see, because it is now his turn. He's going to move 1, and bam, that is ideal. So he moves to Iron Fist location and bams either side where there are no heroes, so we got away with that. And then he's going to put out some thugs. So let's go ahead and grab some thug tokens. So that's good. That's an opportunity to use some of these attacks. I keep knocking this. Apologies. Okay. And over at Oscorp Tower. Right. So that's it. That's his turn done. We are back to Iron Fist. We'll draw a card. It's a single move. Got move and attack, heroic feat. We have got some thugs that we can attack now. So we could do an attack, move and attack. There's no point ending it over there. But that's fine, let's do that. So we're going to do an attack, move and attack. Just concerned, what have I got? I've got 3 of my attacks down. Okay, hopefully we're doing okay. Right, so he's going to do an attack where he is to claim that thug. And then he's going to do a move over to Oscorp Tower and do an attack there. And then of course, Oscorp Tower gives him an extra move token, which may come in handy in the final throes of the game. We will see. So that's it for Iron Fist. We're back to Mockingbird. So she has a single move. So she's got a move and attack on the board from Iron Fist. And she has the option of move and heroic feat. Again, I'm not fussed about wanting to prevent tokens coming out on the board. We want tokens because that works towards us completing these missions. So it's cop then. So we've got move and heroic feat. I'm kind of tempted with rather than just a single move. Where would she move to is the question. Move and heroic feat and attack. Or we can clear. So we can start working on one of the hiding places here, I think. Maybe. Or we could clear another civilian. Yeah, let's go with a civilian. We're gonna can do. Yeah, we're gonna move and attack and rescue a civilian. We don't have to use our card ability because I have maximum cards, so we're back to Iron Fist. Move and attack. Nothing to attack anymore. We're done with that. He's got all his attack out. I mean, he's got a single move. We could do a double move. Heroic feat. So he's got a heroic feat on the timeline from Mockingbird. What else does he want to do? Thinking. So I don't really want to waste the chi augmentation. That really is quite useful as a double attack. Let's do a single move, I guess. Oh, decisions, folks, decisions. Okay, let's do a single move. So we're going to do a move across to Midtown High School. Want to do. No, I'm going to move to the Daily Bugle instead. Sorry, move to from Oscorp out 1, 2, and I'm going to rescue a civilian from the Daily Bugle. So we've got one civilian in every location at the moment, which is what we need to clear this. So provided we've got enough heroic feats, we're in good stead. But he's back to Bullseye. He's going to stay where he is, and bam! Oh, that's not good news for Mockingbird, but right now she is in the right location. So he's going to stay where he is, and he's going to bam, which will do 1 point of damage to Mockingbird. So let's come down and have a look at her cards. That's fine, we'll get rid of the single move, because that's the least effective right now. And in fact, whilst we have her, it is her turn. So she'll draw a card. Oh, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. And Iron Fist has given her a move. So I think that's a no-brainer. We're going to move. I'm saying that. Is it a no-brainer? So she's going to play a double heroic feat. I did want to get rid of the hiding places because they're just points where Bullseye can prevent being damaged. So we're going to move, and we'll do a double heroic feat on that hiding place there, working towards clearing this threat. Okay. And we are now across to Iron Fist, so he's got a double heroic feat. Oh, another G augmentation. Thing to attack. Oh. I'm thinking move and attack, although I know the attack can be wasted. The fact that he gets the double heroic feat. Yeah, because I'm less bothered about clearing striking unseen. I'm more bothered about clearing the other hiding place. So let's go with a move and attack. The attack's going to be wasted, but we'll be able to do a move and double heroic feat on that hiding place. So we've nearly completed our threats, and we are back to Mockingbird. Now she does have a move. Oh, double attack. It's not great. That is not great. What to do? Okay, so she's going to do the Spy Master. The next master plan card played cannot add any civilians or thugs to your location. It is what it is. Right, so, but she will then use that heroic feat to clear hiding place. That's gone. Oh man, I'm tempted to stay there, but ideally she wants to heal, right? Choices. So she could stay here and gain a heroic feat token, or she could move to Queens and regain a card. I mean, there's not many cards left, to be honest, but I don't want her to get KO'd. Do I risk it? Is the question. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to get a heroic feat token because we've got so many civilians that we still need to collect. We need to collect 5 civilians, which rescue 5 civilians. So that is us done. It is back to Bullseye. He's going to move 1, do an impossible shot. Oh, she's going to move 1. Sorry. Okay, so he's going to move 1. Do that. And he's going to do an impossible shot. Deal 2 damage to each hero in the location opposite Bullseye 1, 2, 3. We got away with it. There were no heroes over at Osborne Labs. Didn't have a BAM. Okay. Wow. So we are back to Iron Fist. Make sure I haven't got another card down there. I'm thinking that's... Is that the right number of cards? Right. So we've got a heroic feat and then attack. Attack is useless. Darn it, but he has got his movement tokens. He's got 2 movement tokens. But I don't want to put him under pressure just yet. So this is where we are, and I could use the heroic feat and attack to play 2 heroic feet. Attack goes to waste, and I could clear this threat, but that would immediately put Bullseye under pressure. I don't think I want to do that just yet. Although we have got a good amount of attack out, we could kind of do with Bullseye. We only have to get 2 thugs versus 5 civilians, right? Just wasting. I mean, I can do a move. I can start moving him over here with his token. I think that's what we're going to do, folks. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get 2 civilians. So we've got a 2 heroic feats. So we're going to rescue a civilian at Brooklyn Bridge. It's on here. And then we're going to sacrifice a movement token to rescue another civilian at Brooklyn Bridge. Rightly or wrongly, this is what we're doing, folks. Okay, we're over to Mockingbird. She will draw a card. Attack. Battle staves. Defeat 2 thugs in your location. There are no thugs. We've got a heroic feat. She doesn't have any movement. This is where it gets tricky, folks. This is where it gets tricky. We will save all the attacks. We will play the heroic feat. The only thing I can do is rescue a civilian, so we will do that. The rest goes to waste, but I do get another heroic feat token. So let's go with that. We are back to Iron Fist. Did we make the right move? We are now down to our last cards. A single heroic feat. What to do, folks? Do you know what? I'm going to move. I'm going to use the movement token. I'm going to make him move back to Brooklyn Bridge, and we're going to play a single heroic feat, and we're going to clear this threat token, which will put Bullseye under pressure. So we've cleared the threat mission. Gone. We need to get 2 more thugs or 2 more civilians. Bullseye's under pressure. Let's see what he draws. Okay. He's going to move clockwise to the next location with no heroes, and then he's going to use Master Assassin, deal 2 points of damage to each hero in both locations adjacent to Bullseye. So we've kind of got away with that. That would have hurt if it was Mockingbird. She'd be knocked out, but it is not. So 1, 2, or rather he moves to the next free location without any heroes, and then he's going to do a assassin strike on Iron Fist. So let's have a look at Iron Fist's card when he's got no more to draw anyway. So he's going to draw. Okay, he's gonna, yeah, he'll fold that. Problem now is we've got no movement either. What was that one? Attack. I'm going to save the chi. There's no tokens coming out either. That's the bad thing with that master plan card. Okay, it is back to Mockingbird. The move. No, no. Could be scuppered again here, folks. So I've got all the attack, but he's not ready to attack, and I have no movement. And we have a heroic feat in the timeline and nothing to do with it. Oh, I'll use a single attack, put it in the timeline because I've got nothing better to do. Gain another heroic feat token because I can't move, which means we've thrown away heroic feat and an attack. It is back to Iron Fist. He's got lots of attack and no movement left. And there's, you may add a civilian to this location and rescue. May I add a civilian to any location? Rescue. I only cleared that last turn. I should have done that though. Should absolutely have done that. So let's add a civilian over here. Oh no, because then there has to be. Oh no, you may add a civilian to any location. So I'll add it here and then rescue a civilian. Excellent. So I can do that twice. I can do that now again at the end of my turn. But I have to play a card. That's fine. We'll play the single attack. It just depends what his flipping cards are. And at the end of my turn, I'm going to place a civilian up at Brooklyn Bridge and then rescue that civilian, which means Bullseye is now vulnerable. Oh, and it's Bullseye's go. It's going to move one. Oh, he's going to move one and bam. I can't get him. Oh, flipping heck. He's going to move one. He's going to bam, which doesn't do us anything. And he's going to put out civilians, which he can do. Fine. But I have no way get to him, folks. Once again, scuppered. Absolutely scuppered. So he is vulnerable, but I can't get to him. It's Mockingbird next. Oh, it's a move. Oh, flipping heck. What do I do with that? I'm going to have to put it into play, clearly. Okay, that comes down. Mockingbird will play her move. So she's got move and attack. There is nothing for her to attack. Oh, I'm getting so excited. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Okay, he will move to Osgore Tower. There is nothing for her to attack, and at the end of her turn, she'll get a movement token. Oh, it's back to Iron Fist. He has a move in the storyline. He will play his chi augmentation. I'm getting excited. We might actually flipping do this. Okay, so he's gonna move. And a heroic feat, which I don't have to worry about. I'll put because I've got nothing else to do, I will put one down there. And then he will deal 2 damage split as you like in your and adjacent locations. Well, I'll deal 2 points of damage to Bullseye. Oh, he's taking his first hit. But it's his go. Oh, he's going to move too. Oh, bam. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Is that going to work for us? I don't know. I really don't know. He might still escape. Oh, okay. So he's moving 2. So let's move him to 1 and 2 over at Midtown High School. He's got a BAM, which would do 1 point of damage to Mockingbird. So she puts 1 card back. Okay. And then he's going to put out a bunch of thugs. Yeah, at this point, it's even drawing an extra card. It's like, I don't have any extra cards to draw. Give me my double wild back. 3 thugs. Okay. No risk of overflow. No one's knocked out. Close, but not. Okay. We are back to Mockingbird. She can move and double attack him. If she could do something with those heroic feat tokens, yeah, I've got a whole bunch. Look, I've got 3 heroic feat tokens and a move token. Anyway, let's draw my last card, which is a single attack. Defeat 2 thugs in your location. It would deal 2 damage and a damage with a 1. Anyway, so we're going to move. Spend my movement token. And we're going over to Bullseye, and we're going to deal 2 points of damage to Bullseye. He has got 1 hit point left. Oh, this is the closest we've come. Unfortunately, he's nowhere near. He's literally the opposite side of the board to Iron Fist. In your and adjacent areas, it's just too little, too late. So he'll play his thing. He'll put another heroic feat down, why not? Nothing more he can do. Oh, she gained another heroic feat token for ending in Midtown High School. She got 4 other things. Can we use her as ninja stars, please? Okay. So it really does depend on the turn of this card. He has no more cards left. Bullseye will act. Mockingbird potentially has the chance to play her card. She has no move. So the ball comes down to this, folks. It's going to move 3 and bam. Going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Going to bam, which does nothing. Going to put out civilians. But then when it comes to her turn, she cannot move. There is no way she can get from here to here, and Iron Fist has run out of cards, and at which point the game. Oh, so close. So close. That was close. Because I got away again. That is proving to be troublesome. What? And we got a good spattering here of heroic feat, move and attack, move, double heroic feat and attack, triple move. I mean, maybe that's where maybe could have held back some of that movement, perhaps. Lots of heroic feats, lots of heroic feats. That's obviously where we cleared the threats and rescued the civilians, and then we were just throwing away attacks. Oh, so close. And they've got a good amount of move between them. Good amount of move between them. And let's just remind ourselves, what were the other benefits on the board? Get an attack token, The top card of Master Plan deck. I mean, yeah, potentially if we'd have been able to discard that, he'd have moved 4 and bam instead, which wouldn't have helped any at this stage. Yeah. Oh, eat it again. Troublesome, troublesome Mr. Bullseye. Do you know what? Do I just play on? Just play on. I just shuffle up and get back. Straight back to it. What do you think? Oh, that's definitely the closest we've come. Definitely the closest we've come. So let's go ahead. I'm a bit concerned that I have lost a card for Iron Fist. However, have I? Right, let me properly double check this and then I'll come back. Okay, so I counted the cards. We have not lost one. It was, I think it was Mockingbird had taken damage. So what I've done is I've left the locations as they were. I've gathered up the threat cards. We'll reshuffle these, redistribute. So they'll be in different places. And I've also swapped over Mockingbird and Iron Fist. We'll see. We'll see if that helps any. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out locations. We've got Midtown High School with the Heroic Feat token. That is diversion again. Queens with a hiding place. That's our healing spot. We've got the Brooklyn Bridge where we can put a civilian down and then rescue a civilian. We've got Striking Unseen, that causes double damage. We then have the Daily Bugle in the Turn Reveal Master Plan card with hiding place, and the Osborne Labs gain attack token, and Striking Unseen, and then finally the other diversion over at Oscorp Tower, which gives us the ability to gain movement tokens. Okay, so that is our locations distributed. We have our villain cards. We'll give these a quick shuffle and we'll work out where he's going to start. He's going to start location 6, so right over there at his diversion at Oscorp Tower, which means our heroes will begin over at location 3, the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, so we are ready to rumble, as they say. Let's go ahead and draw the first card. It's going to move 2 and bam. That's not good. Off to a bad start here. Okay, so that's fine. So move 2 and bam. So he will do 1, 2 and do a point of damage to both of our heroes. We need to draw our initial starting hand. Okay. Oh, they're all quite good cards actually, but I think that's definite. Okay, maybe I could use that actually straight off the bat. With her battle staves bat. So she's going to suffer a point of damage. Let's do the move and attack. Try and save that move for later. Okay, and then Iron Fist. It's 3. Ugh, single, single, single. Oh my gosh. What a hand. So let's save the move for later. That's the one we know we're definitely in need of. Okay, so both take a damage each, and then he's going to put out 3 thugs. Grab those. 1, 2, 3. They're going to go 1 at the high school, 1 at each of Queens and Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, so that's it for the villain's turn. And we are now looking at Mockingbird. She'll draw a card. It's her single wild. So yeah, at this stage I think doing the see, defeat 2 thugs is great, but we waste an attack. it just doesn't serve us. Striking unseen, a move versus a single wild. Let's go with a single wild, and we're going to rescue the civilian that is at Brooklyn Bridge and leave the 2 thugs. The civilian goes on to our rescue mission, and we're over to Iron Fist. Also gets his single wild. Where do I want to be? Diversions, I definitely want to get rid of. Hiding places, a little bit more so. So he'll use his, and maybe I did that wrong, maybe I did it wrong. Anyway, he'll use his single wild. So he'll move over here, and he's going to put first heroic feat token down, because of course Queen's is our healing place, so you know it's useful to have, particularly as we've both taken a lot of damage already. So we are back to Mockingbird. She draws next to master plan card. Can't deal tokens at that location. So what, she's going to use her move and her heroic feat, and that will enable her to do move and clear the hiding place threat. And it means we have healing place already unlocked, and at the end of her turn she gets to draw an extra card. She is healed. Okay, that works. Villain's turn. He's going to stay where he is and bam, so no effect at all, so that's fine because we are in his location. So we are now over to Iron Fist. He's got his chi augmentation. I mean, we could use it. What have we got? 5, 6, 7 out on the board. Not bothered. But he could use it to mop up a few of these positions. I'm thinking this is at risk with only 1 space there. This isn't at risk with 2, and that isn't at risk with 2. But what we could do is, by using this, the chi, because we've got the move and the heroic feat as well from the Mockingbird's turn. All we can do is we can defeat 2 thugs over at Brooklyn Bridge and Midtown High School. So that's 1 of each. So it clears both of those down a little bit. And then we've got 2 heroic feat, which will clear these 2 civilians. And then he has a move, but I'm not going to move because that means he can heal. I think that is definitely going to be more important. So he will draw a card. Okay. That's it for Iron Fist. We are back to Mockingbird. Should draw a card. It's a move. Oh. Attack is, which you could use an attack. Oh, we've got a single heroic feat. Not going to move. She could put one of the moves down. Just concerned I don't want to run out of movement as I did last turn. But we need to start working on this now, this other diversion. So we will put the move down so she can move to the high school and put a heroic feat token down on a diversion. Attacks to play or anything, and then we're back to Iron Fist. That's his other chi augmentation. But ideally I want to keep both of those now to the end of the game. So he's got a move available in the storyline, but he could do an attack. Meh. Doesn't have to stay where he is. Where's the other hiding places? So the other hiding place is here that we potentially want to clear, and the diversion is over here. So what do I want to do? I think he's just going to join Mockingbird with a move and a heroic feat. And we're working towards clearing this version, because they're the critical ones we need to get rid of. That's it for the heroes. We are back to our villain. Bullseye moves 1. Very good. And Bams, there's no one either side of him, so we are scot-free there. And he's going to put out some civilians. Okay, so the Daily Bugle is getting close to being at risk. Okay. Otherwise, minimal impact right now. Mockingbird, draw a card. So double attack. And a heroic feat in the storyline. What have I got anywhere else? Do you know what? I'm going to use this other Spy Master, so put another heroic feat in the storyline, which means you can clear this diversion. That's 2 of the ones that we need to get rid of gone, and then she'll rescue a civilian, and at the end of a turn she can pick up a heroic feat token. Okay, so we're over to Iron Fist. So with that threat cleared, not got any movement. Can I not have any movement? Oh, I could use another one of his chi augmentation, so we do throw away the heroic feats. But it does mean he can clear a thug on each of the adjacent sites. Which is probably not a bad thing. Let's go with that then. Chi augmentation. And he'll clear a thug over at Queen's and a thug over at Oscorp Tower. Okay, so we're now fairly even on our mission progress. And then he'll also gain a heroic feat. So even though we threw away 2 heroic feat, we've gained 1 back. Potentially useful. I want to get rid of this hiding place and this diversion next, and clean up some more civilians. There's 3 civilians over there. Wow. Okay. We are back to Mockingbird. Move and heroic feat. That's good. That's good. It's not great, but it's good. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and play the move and heroic feat. So she will move across to Oscorp Tower and place that heroic feat plus the previous heroic feat and the 1 token she has to clear that diversion, which means at the end of her turn she now, instead of having that heroic feat token, she has a move token. And then we're back to villain. Oh, she's going to stay where he is. Oh, she's got 2 points of damage to the hero in the location opposite to Bullseye. Oh, I did not like her clearing that diversion, because of course this is opposite. So Mockingbird will take 2 points of damage. Wow. We'll do the double attack and single with battle staves for what it's worth. Okay. 1 hit point left. Oof. Okay, so we fell foul to that. We are back to Iron Fist. card, he's got to move as well. Good. So he's got a double move and a heroic feat. And then attack. Yeah, you can do that. Which way around do we want to go? Doesn't make much odds, to be honest. Okay, so what my thinking is we've got plenty of space over here, high school, mid school, so we've got 3 spaces empty there. I'm going to do the move and attack. So he can move across to Oscorp Tower and use a heroic feat to rescue a civilian there. And then he can carry on moving to Osborne Labs and defeat a thug there. But that's where he stops. Okay, so 2 move, heroic feat and attack. Go back to Mockingbird. Double heroic feat. And move. Do I risk just getting rid of that striking unseen? Oh, that's too soon. It is too soon. I can do a double move. That's better. Yes, we will do that. So we've got a move, an attack, and double heroic feat on the storyboard. So storyline. So we're going to move, and then she's going to spend her move token to move again, and then she's going to use the double heroic feat. Clear up this hiding place. Right now is we've got so many so many civilians we need to rescue. We need to rescue 4, and there are 6 out on the board. 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5 out on the board. We need to rescue 4. I mean, it just cuts it fine. Okay. So that was Mockingbird. We are back to Iron Fist. The move, and attack. Ideally, he wants to move. Do I want to put him under pressure? Here's the question. I think we're going to do it. So he's going to move and attack with a double heroic feat as well, which means he can move across to the Daily Bugle. One of those heroic feats he can use to use them to get rid of those. Do I want to put him under pressure just yet? I'm going to hold off putting him under pressure. I'm going to use those 2 and the heroic feat token to rescue those 3 civilians instead. So we need to play 2 heroic feats to rescue 1 civilian and complete the hiding place. Then we can attack Bullseye. Oh, I was running out of cards. Okay. We're done. It is the villain's turn. He's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Over to Oscorp Tower. And he's got a BAM, which has 0 impact on us. We're not near him. And he's got to put out civilians. Okay. Fine by us. Fine by us. But we need to get to him. That's the issue. Right now, he is a bit far away. Have I got enough movement banked in the cards to come? We will very quickly find out. We are over to Mockingbird. Spy Master heroic feat. So we've got a move and an attack. So okay, we're going to put him under pressure. Let's see how this works then. So we're going to do the Spy Master feat, Master Plan, So she gets a move, attack, and a heroic feat. So she will move, attack, and a heroic feat. So we have one mission complete. Done. He is now under pressure. He's over to Iron Fist. Iron Fist has no movement, but it is no movement. No, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, he's already got a right feet. I'm gonna keep those. I may as well. So who will use the heroic feat and the attack, and the heroic feat will be used to clear the hiding place. That means we get to have a look at the next master plan card. He would move 4 and bam. Let's have a look. What would the implication of that be? 1, 2, 3, 4 and bam, which would do 1 point of damage to Mockingbird, which would put her out of action, but it means he would then be vulnerable for us to attack. I think that is what we are going to do. Maybe. We need more movement. Okay. Am I going to leave that there or do something else? That's the question. Because he's going to do it now. Now he's under pressure. He's going to do it now. I think he's better to be where we are than not. Although I do sacrifice Mockingbird. But then she will draw fully back up. Okay. Let's go for it. Villain card. He draws and plays move 4, which puts him in Bullseye's location. He will bam and do a point of damage to Mockingbird. She is KO'd. He will put out 3 thugs. Let's put those out. And we are not bothered about these now. We have controlled the overflow. We've rescued enough civilians. We've cleared enough threats. This is end game, folks. Mockingbird is first up, so she was of course out, KO'd. She is next up in the storyline, so she will draw 1, 2 and 3, and then her 4th she has a move and attack, which is fantastic. Exactly what we need. So she will leap to her feet and move over to the Daily Bugle and do a double attack on Bullseye. 2 points of damage. He's got to move. Nice. Iron Fist. Where did that go? I put it in the wrong place, sorry. Iron Fist will do his Chi, which is deal 2 points of damage split as you like in your location and any other location, which means we are doing the 2 points of damage plus the 1 from the storyline is 1, 2, 3. So that is Bullseye gone. Ooh, man, that was hard. That was really 4 games. 4 games that took. I don't think I've played off against someone that has taken me that many games to defeat. That was a proper challenge. Having the double wilds would absolutely make a difference, I think. Yeah, I think both times having that double wild, because of the extra movement and whatever it is you need, it's there and available to you. Absolutely make a difference. But wow. And what do we have left? So we had plenty of attack and a move, a whole raft of attack. What would the, because of course we were at the Daily Bugle anyway, so let's have a look. What would the master plan card would have been? It would have been move 5, so it would have moved back to where Mockingbird originated, so we could have maybe put that at the bottom, and his next one would have been moved 3, which would have been absolutely worse because we would just not caught him then. Oh, that was a challenge. I love it. Fantastic. So yeah, right choice, folks. Going for the higher end of heroic feats to be able to get rid of threats and civilians rescued. Threats cleared, civilians rescued. There was a bit of a balancing on the move, but yeah, fantastic fun. Loved it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. If you watched it up to this point and you've liked this video, then please do hit that like button. If you want to continue to encourage me to keep making this content, please hit that subscribe. It really does encourage me. Otherwise, just finally to say, as always, folks, thanks for watching, and ta-ta for now.